Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. I have something to tell you, and right now I'm going to a celebratory dinner to celebrate the thing that I haven't told you yet. Hello! This is gonna be a little bit of a different vlog, I realize that. So you saw a couple, I'm hoping that at the beginning of this, it was a little bit of an intro to my celebration of some big news that I wanted to tell you guys. From the title of the video, you know what it is. I have left my 9-to-5 job and I am influencing full-time, which is terrifying. So exciting. Today is my third day on the job, and I vlogged my first day, and then day 2 and 3 have been anxiety ridden. I'm not even gonna lie, because like I really do well with the structure of a 9-to-5 job, and of course there's zero structure for this. However, I am aware of like what actions make business moves, like make me money, and at the end of the day, really like I need to be posting in order to maintain a career. So, but let's back up from that. I want to talk about why, how I planned it. I'm going to be making another in-depth video talking about the ins and outs of financially planning for it, and how like I've structured my finances and like sort of structured the business to be able to do this, because there's a lot, like it's a lot to organize, and it's a lot that people don't talk about. So I do want to answer all your questions. If there's something that you want more information about, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and there will be another video. But all right, one thing, so it was so hard to leave my full-time job, my 9-to-5 job rather, because I loved that job and I still love that company and I still love those people. I didn't actually talk a lot about my full-time job because I really liked to keep that separate from this job. I really like to keep that separate because I don't know, since I did content for both jobs, it really helped with my separation of the two, to make sure one didn't interfere with the other, to make sure that I did not like get tired of the stuff I was doing in my 9-to-5, and then that made me tired of creating content for my own channel, or vice versa. So I saw them very differently and I kept it very separate. And really the vlog is where I talked the most about the job itself. So we started thinking about, okay, this isn't going to last forever, in terms of, oh, it's a lot to handle. And we, like meeting Joseph, it was a lot to handle to hold 2 jobs at once, especially when both are very, very demanding. Influencing is demanding in a different way. It's not that it's not the same type of hard, but it does require a lot of attention. And then my marketing job required a lot of attention. It deserved a lot of attention, and I really, really gave everything I was to both, which obviously isn't sustainable. And so we had conversations on how long that would last. We weren't sure, but we knew that at some point I would have to make the choice, and I knew what that choice would be. I knew the choice would be influencing, not because of a lack of love or for the marketing job at all, but just because I wanted to give myself a chance. Like I wanted to try this. This has been my dream. And I also knew that I would be able to like maintain a relationship with them in that company while I did my influencing as well. And I have maintained that, which is super, super great. So we started talking in October from a financial standpoint on what needed to happen in order for us to say, yes, this was a good idea. And that ended up being several months of really tracking the financial data, because Q4 I knew was not the time to be checking in on, oh, like how are we doing financially? Because influencing and in the marketing business as a whole, Q4 is huge. It's an influx of money. Like, you know, they're selling a lot of products. Christmas is huge for that. People are buying a lot of products. So as far as affiliate stuff and brand partnerships, there's going to be a lot more. Q1, people's budgets are tighter. They hold onto their wallets a little bit closer. So they're buying less. Brands are spending less. I was like, I need to see what Q1 looks like before I decide if this is something that I can do. Like Q4 looked really, really great for the business. And so I was like, is this what I can expect? So we said I would look at what January looked like, look at what February looked like, and then we kind of would take a step back and see if this was something that was sustainable. And then once we figured out, okay, yeah, this is something we can rely on. At each month, it was clear that influencing was for the household, our top mode of income. But would it maintain that way? Was I going through just a really high? Was this something that we could rely on? Is this something that I could really control? Or was it just like, oh, lots of sales, that's exciting, but then it's not something that I can control or have leverage in, or rather that I could leverage to continue to make that amount of money in the future, continue to grow that, all these type of things. And we decided, after February, like, okay, this is sustainable. We see what the ups and downs look like. We also can identify what actions need to be taken in order for these things to go up. Because when you work for yourself, you don't always know like what you should be doing in order to make more money. But it was clear, okay, these are the income streams and influencing that make the most. These are the things we need to do to keep that up, that type of thing. So then we'd answer the question, yes, this can be my full-time job if I want it to be. And then it was a matter of deciding when. So it was like, okay, I can at any time, when's the right time to do it? And March, it became very apparent that it was time. It was definitely time. I was having conversations with Joseph, and because I was doing so much and I loved them both and I gave so much of myself to them, it was actually really affecting everything else. And it was interesting. So I freelanced before I started working for my marketing job. And in that freelancing, I really, really struggled, to be honest. Like, I'm going to be so straight. I don't think I was actually a very good freelancer. I was really, really young. I didn't know a ton about the business. And so I was a hard worker, but that doesn't mean that I should have been working for myself at the time. I highly suggest anybody who's curious about working for themselves or thinking about it to really work in an agency or in a brand, like in-office environment, doing what you want to do on your own, to learn those systems and feel very comfortable with that before you go out on your own. I did not do that. And so because of that, I didn't make a lot of money. And there were at one point, I lost 2 clients at once, and it was essentially, that was it. I couldn't pay for anything. I couldn't pay myself. I was broke. I was not making any money. Oh my God, I've had several low points in my life. That was a low point. I laid in that bathroom. Joseph was working in his office, and I learned that I had lost another client. I went upstairs and I was bawling, leaning on the toilet because I thought I was going to get sick from crying so hard. Joseph came in, and all I kept saying was, I'm sorry. It won't always be like this. I can't help with the mortgage this month. I was at such a low. Oh my God, I was at such a low. So, oh my God, I just went on that tangent and I don't remember what the point of that was. So I remember the anxieties that came with working for myself. It's not an easy thing to do when people say they freelance, when people say they have anything that means working for themselves. I've mass respect for them, and honestly, a lot of fear for them, because I just know what anxieties come with that. So Joseph was talking to me and he was like, hey, you're having more bad days than good days. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. I think that the two, holding up the two, that you can't really hold it up much longer. You're going to need to, you need to start thinking about, I think it's time, was basically it. And so I was like, oh, do you think it's as bad as it was? It's not as bad as it was when I was freelancing. He's like, this is worse. I don't know what you remember, but this is worse. You are not in a good spot, which is always alarming. I think when you're getting this feedback from your significant other, who, of course, his opinion is the one that I value the most. His opinion is the one that I take as, Bible. He's who I go to for all of my decisions, and of course, these are the closest to me. So for him to say that was really alarming to me, and I think that's literally the push I needed in order to realize I needed to make that decision, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have. I would have held on, and I did hold on for probably longer than I should have. But I loved them both. I cannot stress how fantastic my marketing job was. But it required a lot of me, as it should. And they're doing amazing, and I miss my team, and I love them so much. And if I know that some of them support and watch, and if they're watching this, I was so lucky to have had a job that was so hard to say goodbye to. And I was also so lucky to have a team and still have a team that supports me so much. And I know that if I needed to call them, I could. And I can't. So I love that. So that is like how I decided that this was the time. And so with planning the financials of that, of course, we had to take a look at like, okay, with influencing, there's multiple income streams that you want to build. You do not want all of your eggs in one basket. And most people, I think, make the mistake of thinking brand deals are the end all be all and even wanting to start making money with brand deals. Disagree. Affiliate partnerships, these are the Amazon storefronts. These are the TikTok shops. These are the like to know it's. That's one where the money is, and it's where the money is. You have control over that, because if you are posting those, then you are making money, assuming that people are buying. But with, the more you post, the more people see it, the more they're going to buy. Like it is a lever that you can control. You can't control when the brands come in. The brands may pay a large sum for a smaller deliverable, like one video for this amount of money, whatever. But you know that if you post 5 Amazon videos that you are going to get X many sales. Like you can start to track that information. So with building an influencer business, you want to take a look at these income streams and start building, like, I talked about this on my podcast as well. Start digging these tunnels until the river starts flowing and then move to the next one. You're going to need to still maintain each income stream. Like you need to do things to make sure that that river is continuously flowing. But once you have one that you feel really confident in, then you can kind of move to the next one. So brand deals got to a good point with it. Like I have a manager, she maintains that. And so that felt good. And then I got TikTok shop to a place that I felt really, really good about that affiliate income. And I know how many videos I need to be posting to maintain that, but that kind of set itself. The creator fund on TikTok got that to a point where it's like a monthly, something I can count on. And I know what I need to do in order to maintain that income stream. YouTube was recently monetized, still working on what that's going to look like. Like that's the one that I am currently carving out right now. I'm also working on making my Amazon and my like to know what a lot more reliable income rather just than a couple dollars here and there. But if you are looking to build influencing as a career, that's what I think you should be looking into. And the good thing about affiliate partnerships is you do not need a following. A lot of brands will work with small following, but again, that's like, you've got to reach out to the brands. That's honestly a lot of legwork. It's learning how to pitch yourself, and it's going to be harder to pitch yourself with a smaller following, but no matter the size following that you have, you can start using, getting these affiliate, partnerships up. You can start posting about Amazon stuff, TikTok shop stuff, for instance. And the great thing about those is you posting more will not only gain more sales and get you income, but also people will start to recognize your content and they'll follow you for these recommendations. And so it's like a really nice cycle. So that's something to think about as well. Just a little advice if you're looking to try and make money from influencing, from creating. Don't even worry about brand partnerships at the beginning. Try and get monetized through affiliates and then creator funds and stuff like that. So yeah, what next? What happens next? I will be creating obviously a lot more content. This is great because I'm actually going to be doing a lot more sit down videos, which is really, really exciting. We'll still have the vlogs going up, but you'll be seeing a lot more content everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the places. Please follow me on all of those places. And yeah, if there's anything that I did not answer here, I did do a little bit of a longer spiel on the podcast, and I will be doing another video breaking down the how and everything like that. So if you want to see that, or if you have questions about that, let me know. I love you guys so very much. It's literally because of you that I can do this. And so I hope you know that I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. And the thing that makes me less anxious is that you're here, and that anything that I do, if I feel that I'm serving you and bringing value to you, then I don't really have to worry. And so that's my goal. Every single day is just to bring value and put a smile on your face, help you teach you something, help you learn something, help you do something, I don't know, anything that is going to make your life just a little bit better by the content that I produce. So I love you guys so very much. I'll see you next time. Bye.